Hello, students. Very good morning to all of you. I believe that you have all are well prepared for your exam. Now, today we are going to start a new chapter, that is surface chemistry. Before this one, chemical kinetics was well taught by Mehra sir. Now I am Niranjan going to start another new chapter, that is surface chemistry. So the term surface may be clear to each one of you. The boundary that separates the two bulk phases is called surface or interface. The boundary which separates two bulk phases is called surface or interface. Now let us try to understand surface chemistry. The branch of chemistry which deals with the phenomena taking place at the surface or interface is called surface chemistry. Now let us discuss what is adsorption. There are many short terminologies. One by one we are going to discuss. The first term is adsorption. Adsorption is the phenomenon of accumulating of molecular species at the surface rather than in the bulk of a solid or liquid is known as adsorption. Again, I'm going to repeat. The accumulation of molecular species at the surface rather than in the bulk of a solid or liquid is referred as adsorption. Now, in this phenomenon, there are two things. One is being adsorbed, and another one is the solid on the surface of which adsorption is taking place. So there are two terms again, that is adsorbate and adsorbent. So the molecular species or substance which accumulates or concentrates at the surface is called adsorbate. On the other hand, the material on the surface of which the adsorption takes place is called adsorbent. As for example, when a chalk stick is dipped in blue ink, the stick appears blue to us. It happens only because of adsorption of color pigment of the ink on the surface of the stick. So here stick is adsorbate, whereas pigments are adsorbent. Now another term is desorption, just reverse to the adsorption. That is process of removal of an adsorbed substance from the surface is called desorption. It clearly means that it is the reverse of adsorption. And it can be brought about either by heating or by reducing the pressure in the gaseous adsorption. Some examples of adsorption are adsorption of O2 gas, H2 gas, carbon monoxide gas, etc., taking place in a closed vessel containing powdered charcoal, where we observed that the pressure of the gas within the vessel decreases. The decrease in the pressure happens only because of adsorption of the gases on powdered or broken pieces of charcoal. Another example of adsorption that is very common in our daily lives, that is decolorization of brown sugar. Actually, raw sugar appears brown in color, but the sugar we use in our daily lives are white in appearance, and it is done by passing solution of raw sugar over the beds of animal charcoal, where brown color pigments are adsorbed by these animal charcoal. As a result, sugar becomes white in appearance. So there are so many important examples taking place in our daily life. And one more important example is a chalk pencil dipping in blue ink, where we see a chalk stick is appearing in blue color, but when we break, we find that it is blue outside, but inside it is white only, not blue. It is white already. The coloring matter, it clears the fact that the pigment, that is coloring matter, is retained only on the surface due to the adsorption, while the solvent of the ink goes deeper into the stick due to absorption, which makes chalk stick weight inside. It also means that there are clear-cut differences between adsorption and absorption. Adsorption is very simple, that is accumulation of molecular species at the surface rather than the bulk. On the other hand, in absorption, it is going to take place throughout the bulk of the solid. So this is the main difference between adsorption and absorption. In brief, we can say that adsorption is a surface phenomenon, whereas absorption is a bulk phenomenon. So it may be an important question for 2 marks for your board examination. So now let us try to understand differences between adsorption and absorption. So some important differences are, number one, it is a bulk phenomenon. Absorption is a bulk phenomenon, whereas adsorption is a surface phenomenon only. Point number 2 is related with the rate. The rate of the absorption remains same throughout, whereas in adsorption, in beginning, the rate is faster, which decreases with the passage of time or with the decrease in surface area. Point number 3 is concentration of the adsorbate increases throughout the bulk. Here, concentration of the adsorbate increases only at the surface of the adsorbent. So these are the main differences. These are the main differences between adsorption and absorption. Now let us try to understand absorption. Absorption. It is noted in our daily lives that in certain cases, absorption and adsorption both take place simultaneously in non-distinguishable manner. In such case, the process is known as absorption. Again, I repeat, absorption is a phenomenon where adsorption and absorption both take place simultaneously in non-distinguishable manner. One important example we have seen right now, tipping of a chalk stick in blue ink, where we see when a chalk stick is dipped in blue ink, the surface becomes blue in appearance, whereas inside part is white and weight. It shows that color pigments are being adsorbed, whereas solvent is penetrating throughout the bulk of the chalk stick. So these two are taking place simultaneously side by side. So it is an important example of absorption. Now let us try to understand positive and negative adsorption. Positive adsorption is that one where concentration of adsorbent is more on the surface of adsorbent than it is positive adsorption. On the other hand, if the concentration of the adsorbate is less on the surface of the adsorbent than that in the bulk phase, it is called negative adsorption. Example is, and one more important point regarding this positive and negative adsorption, is to happen only in the case of solutions. Example is when concentrated solution of KCl is shaken with blood charcoal, it shows positive adsorption. But the same is repeated with solution, dilute solution of KCl with blood charcoal, it shows negative adsorption. Only difference is the concentration of KCl solution. If the solution is concentrated, it is positive adsorption. If the solution of KCl is dilute, then it is negative adsorption. So my dear student, this is all about your adsorption, positive adsorption, negative adsorption, and the meaningful differences between adsorption and absorption. So in next class, I will discuss about mechanism of adsorption. Thank you.